King Cleats. Get 'em on your feet.
Howitzer Cup finalist Sartosa Deckhands. Can you believe that? They could be relegated this round. Well, that's not true now because of the results we've seen in the other games. Should they fail to beat Vinnskor Defiant and other results go against them. But if they do lose this game, they will still be reliant on other results next round. So a win would be vital for them. The Deckhands can reach a maximum of 12 points, assuming they win both matches. But even that might not be enough should the Black Crag Bozos win either of their last two games and the White Peak Red Squigs manage a win and a draw. Well, we know they've already got that draw. Defiant remain in the race to qualify for the Blood Bowl Championship, but must now finish in the top 3 to claim a place after the Tall Lithanel Celtics were knocked out of the Howitzer Cup by the Deckhands, of course. This is the first meeting between these two teams since the ZFL's first ever round of matches in 24-93, where Defiant defeated the Deckhands 1-0. Sutton McSisters scored the only touchdown of the match. Now, some team news coming into this one. Skrasnik Mazzoli should have a full roster available as the Defiant coach looks to retain his undefeated start to his coaching career. A win or a draw would extend Defiant's unbeaten run to 6 games, with their current total of 5 already a team record in the ZFL. The Deckhands lost a second ghoul in as many matches despite their win over the Celtics. Birdbrain, who's one of the original Deckhands from the start of Season 1, he joined another one of those, Peabody, in the permanently dead category during the Howitzer Cup semi-final, leaving just Mox Montague and the Slapper as the registered ghouls on the roster. That also a name for a 60s band, I suppose. Keen Bean is once again expected to be assigned Pirate Raid duty, so will not feature in this match. Modamanto Nortrus has been nominated for the Elite Division Most Valuable Player Award, having inflicted 7 casualties since Skrasnik Mazzoli took charge. Your thoughts, Viking Cup?
I think Nautilus could do with some warpstone. Maybe good material for a rat organ in the future.
Yeah, they've got all sorts of problems with their big guys at the moment. Viking Cop is quiet only just now. I don't know whether he sat further away from his microphone or something.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
I was also drinking beer. Yes. This is a must win for the Deckhands. At least a must not lose. But I would say that it sits more in the must win.
Yeah, must not lose is. I mean, you can lose, but their touchdown difference would be the worst of all the teams in the fight. A draw is fine, but a draw doesn't do much. A win is better. But wins are always better, aren't they?
A win puts them in the same points than the Bozos and the Red Squigs. With a worse, potentially worse touchdown differential. But still, a draw means that they have still a shot.
So the Deckhands will be in their away kit of purple for this one, with Defiant in the gold and sort of maroon burgundy colours. Been a while since these two teams faced each other, and Mazzoli's continued hiring of different cheerleaders every week continues.
There are a lot of squigs today on the pitch. I like that.
Oh yeah, it is a showdown between two goblin coaches as well. Forgot to mention that. Mazzoli versus Gold Grabber. In fact, The Deckhands faced the Bilbali Desperados in their final game, so that'll be Goblin versus Goblin as well.
You like some Goblin on Goblin action?
All right, it's going to be the Deckhands who choose to receive the ball. This is their roster for the game today. And it's a lightweight-looking roster, isn't it? There's not many players here. Navy Bones.
Not enough players.
And Tutan Cortez are the mummies. Block and break tackle on Cortez now. The two whites, Scurvy Dog and Land Drover. Scurvy Dog, who his coach believes was unfortunate not to receive a nomination for the Most Valuable Player award. Two ghouls as well, the Slapper and Mox Montague. And then four linemen and a skeleton. Alethenio, Enrico Estrella, Skinbad, and Baltazar are the zombies. While Sonny Boatman makes a rare appearance by virtue of the fact that we are really running out of players on this Deckhands roster. For Defiant, Bug is back in the team with a dislocated shoulder. Those injuries have been all the rage at the moment. And the reanimated corpse of Nash continues in the Rat Ogre position with a bunch of injuries, but improved armour for what it's worth. Goz Swizzle Fizzle is the only healthy-looking big guy on the team. Sutton McSistus, the Dark Elf, is Blodge Two Heads. The King Cleats, Get 'em on Your Feet, sponsored Raglis, is the Sneaky Gate Goblin. Jack Oberwald has a head injury because he's been reading too much. Glassjaw Joe has a head injury because he has a glass jaw. Iñaki Berezuatua has a head injury because he's a former desperado. John Finklesworth, we must remember, has iron hard skin and not claw, clearly. And sure hands as well. Stomper has Dauntless, he's the orc. Modemanto Nortress, MVP nominee, does not have any skills at all. Norman Player and Randy Random normally on the bench for Defiant. We have two assistant coaches for Vinnskor Defiant, and I don't think much else. The Defiant with a rare... No, sorry, the Deckhands with a rare thing in the ZFL. No bench. They could do with killing someone today. Could Vinnskor Defiant. Could the Sartosa Deckhands. I'll get the teams the right way round in a moment.
So the question here is on whether Deckhands remember that Mighty Blow has limited use against Ironheart Skin. Oh, that's a deep kick from... It's a blitz!
Oh, it's a bad start for the Deckhands. That is a blitz. And it looks like it's going to be Nash, or what's left of Nash, to make a blitz on Sonny Boatman here. Gets the knockdown to deep kick blitz as well. Boatman is down, and Boatman is immediately stunned on his return to the team, but Nash, with his movement bust, fails the rush. A slight reprieve for Sartosa. And an immediate injury, seriously hurt on Berezuatua. He did not last long.
Navy Bones punching Fingersworth. Fingersworth is fine because Ironheart Skin. Not that it matters, but it was cool.
Mox Montague with the blitz. And that's a break from Montague as well. All sorts of camera angles there. And Randy Random, who's not on the bench, making a rare start for Defiant. He is stunned. Scurvy Dog continues the theme of this evening and fails a pickup.
Ooh. Do you think it's Nash?
Well, Nash can't really get there. Again, his movement bust really lets him down. But, you know, he did die.
One in nine for Bug.
Bug!
And that's a turnover straight away.
Did we try and re-roll that? No.
Can we call this a riot thing?
I guess so. It's a shambles.
Oh, shambles everywhere.
Here comes a blitz from Tutan Cortez on Norman
We
player.
are going to push the troll away, or not? We want them on the fight. That's spicy.
We want an assist so we can take a 2-dice block on the troll by the looks of it. Although it's only a 1 because Jack Oberwald has guard. There's going to be a foul from Skinbad, who's been off his form fouling recently. And that is a KO. That's a bit more like it.
Okay.
Can Scurvy Dog get it this time? Yes.
Well, Nas has 2 heads. And that's a knockdown on Swizzle Fizzle.
Well, he's a former dwarf. Estrella. Oh my god, it's a dislocated shoulder!
It's another dislocated shoulder!
Oh, he's going to regen. He's okay. What is going on with shoulders in this league?
It's fine. No shoulders allowed this league. And Overwhelm taking a step back. So that's 2 players less for Defiant. 4 starters. The Deckhands on the good path.
Great start for the
Also
Deckhands.
big guy. Can we say that the good big guys? Oh, that's 1. So Nas is not activated.
Yeah, he didn't have a mate, did he? Knockdown. Jack Oberwald might be able to go after the ball here. Oberwald is going to go after the ball here. Jack Oberwald looking to make a name for himself. Gets the pow! Who is this and what have they done with Jack Oberwald? Well, he doesn't get the armor break. Well, that's on brand.
That's not break armor, cannot reach. There's going to be a war for Mox Montague, most likely.
Montague versus the guy he replaced at the Missville Mavericks. Jack Oberwald, and it's a stalemate between the pair.
Something is happening there. There is a knockdown on Norman play from Land Rover, and there's going to be some punching from the mummies there too. That's a fat pow on Maxistus. Maxistus is fine.
Just let Enrico Estrella do it. He's been on fire.
Can still see a foul from somewhere. We are going to see a foul, Maxistus.
Going to see a rush. We didn't need that rush. We had a 2-dice anyway. And Dauntless. He's a strength 4 ogre.
That's a 4-assist foul on Maxistus. No, it's a 3-assist foul. We are going to take it straight away.
Yeah, here comes Skinbad. Oh, no armor break from Skinbad again.
No armor. Break tackle, good skill.
Scurvy Dog. With possession of the ball again.
Oh, Book stays down. That's a problem. That's going to give so many blocks to the Deckhands.
Oh, shadowing
Maxistus
in play.
Goes away, shadowing. Not really.
He rolled a 5. He needed a 6.
Maxistus illusion. 1-day pow from Stompa.
That's a nice pow.
Boatman. Yeah, it's nice because that's going to allow Rat Ogre to move. Rolls a 5.
Is Oberwald going to take the dodge, I wonder? Oh, here comes Ragles.
It's going to be a 2-die.
No, he wants to hit on Mox Montague. Jack Oberwald. That's personal, that one, between those two. Oberwald goes to base the ball. Don't get armor breaks, do you, from Jack Oberwald?
That's a lot of punching there.
Enrico Estrella against the Ironheart Skin. 1 short of the break there. Scurvy Dog again with the dodge. We're going to see a handoff to Land Drover. Ball in the hands of Strength 4. As Mox Montague fails the dodge away from Prehensile Tail, but he's okay. Bug is having a bad time on the floor.
Not the best of times, definitely.
Jack Oberwald hits the slapper. Still no armor break.
But that was to be expected. Oh, it's a foul on Montague. No break, no nothing happening.
Oh, that was nice, because that lets us use the animal savagery. We might have eaten the goblin, which would have been a problem. But there's now Prehensile Tail on the ball.
Yeah, but it's a strength 4 versus strength 4. And here comes Tutan Cortez, producing a knockdown with block.
Nice, yeah. Rat Ogre on the floor. We're really missing the Ogre being on his feet. Just for that extra bit of weight. Land Rover moving forward ever so slightly. The Deckhands not in a rush to push forward here.
They can set some place up. They decide not to stand up Montague. That's spicy. It's like very spicy.
Montague with the
Oh,
dodge.
there's going to be a blitz. It's a dodge.
There's already been a blitz. And a push on Stomper.
Well, this is technically speaking a base cage. However, I don't see how Defiant can capitalize on this. It's still going to be basing everywhere. We're going to try and hunt. We're hunting for Montague. Not happening. Overworld disappointing. All of us, like usual.
Oh, that's a 1 in 9. We're going to take
1
that
in 9
down.
from Stomper. Oh, that's going to be... Oh!
Oh, wow.
Stomper has removed himself.
Sonny
Wow,
Boatman.
that's a 2.
Unbelievable. Boatman comes out with the casualty from that.
Wait. Overworld is exposed. Maxistus is exposed. Maxistus is fine for now.
Heavy dog. Tackle blitz here. Tackle, good skill.
That's going to be a foul. What is Skimbot? No, Skimbot is space, actually. Where's the ball going?
Ball in the hands of the former Saurus Land Rover. We're not going to be able to cover the front right of that cage.
Oh, that
there is going to be a
rush.
foul.
There must be a foul.
Montague tries the dodge from Overworld's tackle. Team reroll gets it.
Did not take the block, and that's going to be the foul. 4-assist foul. Fat one. That's a break. That's a break. Oh, ref catches it.
Off goes Alathenio. Celtics don't know how to foul, but it is enough to keep that ball safe for the time being. Finglesworth makes the push against the stand firm. That's not going to work.
And Book decided to stand up also. That was good for him. Knockdown on Sonny Boatman from Overworld.
Oh, Jack Oberwald gets a casualty. It'll regen. Oh, it didn't regen. Wow.
He did not regen. Well, I can see a foul on Nash.
Oh my god.
And
Pug has got a head injury.
Pug removed himself. Bug is back. Oh my goodness. But that costed the apple. And probably the drive.
You got the KO on Estrella.
Oh.
Bug is having an awful game. Mox Montague going after Raglis.
Ooh,
Doesn't have block. Doesn't have block.
That was very spicy. Like very spicy.
This Overworld versus...
range.
Here comes a foul.
We are going to foul. He's done 7.
KO on Sutton
KO.
Mac Sisters. But
no send-off.
It's personal, isn't it, between Overworld and Montague?
Yeah, but you can move the ball into scoring range first.
Knockdown from Skinbad.
We will see no more fouls this time.
There's not many Vinnskor Defiant left. This is probably because Modamanto Nortrus was left on the bench. Honestly. Overworld doesn't fancy it.
Without their star player, they don't feel like doing it. There's going to be a blitz. No. And we're going to fish for a 3-die. But 3-die against a player with iron hard skin is not maybe the best. If he does break armor though, naturally, that's not.
Here goes Land Rover for the score. The Deckhands lead this crucial match for them. This is the first game where Vinnskor Defiant have looked like the bad form sort of Vinnskor Defiant, and they really are a hot and cold team. are Defiant. And the Deckhands have made a bit of a mess of them in that first half. So those rerolls were saved because there is a chance to throw Raglas for the one-turn score here.
Maxistus is not coming back from the KO box, is he?
Maxistus is not, and that is a problem because you would normally expect him to be the one to go and pick up the ball. Now, for those who watch the Second Helping show, you will be aware that the new ZFL meta is you want a fumble Ruski piece for these sort of plays because it's actually amazing, it turns out. Because even if the kick goes deep, you just pick it up, fumble Ruski it down here, and then you can still get it to your Goblin. It is amazing. Bug can't throw, but the Troll can. Solid defense for the Deckhands.
Perfect D. Ooh.
Now that kick
is
not good enough, is it?
Where's the Goblin?
Goblin's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can get there. Nash. Going for the surf on Scurvy Dog. That was bold stuff. Problem is here, how are we going to clear the mummy now? If we're going for this play.
We may not want to clear the mummy. Oh
no, we blocked with the Troll. But Bug can't throw. Oh, well, the snake means we're not going to find that out, but Bug can't throw because he's strength 4. That's what we were about to find out the hard way, but the snake means it's not happening anyway. Defiant 0, Deckhands 1 at half-time.
And those KO rolls are not good. Not good. It's going to be a small player count. 8 versus 8, something like that.
This is kind of what you'd expect from a Defiant versus Deckhands match, to be honest. 8 for the Deckhands. And yeah, 8 for Defiant as well. Who were lucky they had that bench. MVP nominee Modemanto Nortrus onto the field. Oh, and a blitz! A counter blitz for the Deckhands.
The kings of the comeback.
Well, there was a blitz for Defiant in the first half. The slapper's on the way forward. This is going to put Defiant in all sorts of bother. Finglesworth has sure hands, but it's a challenge to see how we're going to get this ball safe. Oberwald has a target. That target is going to be the slapper. And he gets the both down, which is pretty good. And a stun. Here goes Finglesworth, who gets the pick up.
I know how Skin helping him to get it done.
Can't touch that Troll. There's no one next door to him. Can Mox Montague reach that? Pretty sure he can with a dodge. Tentacles is worse on Bug now that he's strength busted, I think. If that's how Tentacles works these days. Yeah, plus the strength. So Bug is now worse on multiple counts. Cortez with a knockdown on Swizzle Fizzle. And a double both down from Baltazar needs a reroll.
Think the blitz is coming on the Goblin.
Yeah, so many Defiant players going to be on the ground here. This is going to be a big problem for them. And there's the blitz on the ball from Scurvy Dog.
Oh, gets him down!
The break tackle through and Scurvy Dog gets the sack. Ball is loose. He could go and get it. Last reroll. Scurvy Dog has the ball, does he? No, he's failed the pickup.
Where's the pickup? Oh, classic Scurvy Dog.
All the rerolls gone for the Deckhands, who were pushing to win this quick. It has not worked out. But can the Deckhands recover it? Here comes Oberwald. Only a push against Scurvy Dog.
Yeah, but no more sure hands.
It's going to have to be Nortrus, the rat, to pick this up. He makes the pickup.
Here he goes.
Gonna hand off.
Fail hand
Oh
off.
no, it's a fail from Glassjaw Joe.
Oh dear.
Oh my goodness me. He was going to just potato that down the field. It might have worked, but a 1 in 9 on the handoff.
Oh, we are rolling dice before moving players. This is all spicy.
What a scrappy match this is. Tutan Cortez with the double pow.
Oh, it's going to be Montague.
Mox Montague with the pickup attempt. He does have the ball. And the Deckhands will cage this up. Oh, look for a block on Bug with Baltazar. Gets the knockdown. The slapper going for the dodge. Makes the dodge. And we have a bit more of a screen. Scurvy Dog with the 1-die pow and armor break on the iron hard skin of John Finklesworth. That's a stun.
I don't hard skin that.
Considering they've got no rerolls, that was a great turn for Vinnskor Defiant. Blitz from Swizzle Fizzle from the ground. Can't get it done. Troll will go on to ball. Oberwald coming forward as well. There's a 1-die available now against the Mummy if we want it from Modomanto Nortress. Dodge thanks to 2 heads. Made it on the 4. Reroll gets the knockdown, does Nortress. Pressure on Mox Montague now.
Can there be any chain push? No, it's just a regular push.
Scurvy Dog is in position for the score here. If we want to go for a quick no rerolls for the Deckhands, remember. The slapper with an armor break.
It can be a blitz chain push. It's going to be a regular blitz, not chain push.
That needed a rush from a team that has no rerolls. Armor break again on Swizzle Fizzle. Scurvy Dog moving forward up the field. Mox Montague is going to hang fire for now. Oh, look at that from Baltazar.
Oh, Baltazar. Not an amazing fouling game yet, this kind of late, but wow.
The Ogre's been beaten up by a zombie.
Yeah, Strength 4 kind of does these things.
Ah, no, that's. I mean, we would have failed it anyway, but we had nothing to eat. Oberwald makes the dodge. Defiant looking a bit worse for wear at the moment. The Deckhands looking really good. I've just realised that Bug's thing's still pinned. I don't know why. Won't go away. Oh, dislocated shoulder!
Ooh, another one. That's a big injury.
Glassjaw Joe has a glass shoulder for good measure. Montague's on the way through.
Forwards.
The Deckhands could be about to join the Bozos and the Red Squigs on 9 points here. They've not failed anything since they used that last reroll, except that.
Well, Dante's actually worked. The back is so away from the action.
Here comes Bug, and that's going to be an assist for Nash. If we want to make a 2-heads dodge play to go after the ball here, we do want to make that. He's rolled a 1. And Nash has stunned himself, and that might be good enough for the Sartosa Deckhands. Mox Montague is going to stall.
Oh, no! The Deckhands is stalling. It's the end of the world. It's the end of the world now.
We're all doing it.
We are all killing the ZFL.
No knockdown there on Raglas. There's your knockdown on Jack Oberwald. Armor break on Oberwald, who is KO'd.
I also allowed Tutan Cortez to be Fred. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Monumental Nostros looking for another casualty to add to his list. He's got the armor break. He's got the KO. That is a feisty rat.
Was a failed blitz.
Oh, Norman Player did the hard bit. Failed the easy bit to go and pressure the ball. Turn 14 for the Deckhands. Ah, this troll has had an armor break on it so many times today. And the Deckhands are looking to kill Nash off again. There's a big foul coming on that reanimated rat ogre from Skinbad. We'll show you reanimated. It's a stun. Skinbad can't get it done at the moment. Mox Montague scores. And the Deckhands are doing everything they can to keep themselves alive. Ironically enough. Defiant 0, Deckhands 2. Skrasnik Mazzoli on the way to his first defeat. And all of the KOs will not come back. So there's a chance for the throw, but again, we'll have to... Have we realised... I assume we haven't realised that the Ogre can't do it. Very short kick. The Troll's going to catch that, isn't he? Yeah, the Troll snatches it out of the sky. Of course he does. Why wouldn't that happen?
Love to see that.
It was the most inevitable thing in the world.
Well, that's going to be a handoff.
Nope, he's handed it off, and a failed catch from Raglis again. We're going after the MVP nominee. Modamanto Nortrus is stunned.
It feels like a potential chance lost for the Deckhands to get 1/3 touchdown.
If they can get the slapper into range, there's a chance for a third touchdown yet. There is still the chance. The 3-0 could be massive for them. In terms of their touchdown difference. Oh, a neck injury on Swizzle Fizzle. My God, he's had such a bad game. And he's going to regen again. He wants more.
Well,
I don't think he's survived a block. Oh, Scurvy Dog trying to dodge through and stuns himself. Oh, immediately Nash looking for the surf. Fails the dodge. Can the Deckhands make it 3? There's the pow on Raglis. No break. We can only really rely on Mox to get this done. Or, you know, we can try and let Enrico Estrella kill another big guy. That's a thing we can do as well. He's already on 2 big guy casualties today. That's another break. Defiant have been well and truly beaten up today. Here goes Mox. He's got pro. Fails to pick up. No, it's not going to work. It's going to finish 2-0. But nonetheless, a vital win for the Sartosa Deckhands. Bug with one of the least deserved MVPs of the whole season. And Navy Bones racking up the skills there for the Deckhands. Big old result for the Deckhands, Viking Cop. They needed that.
They needed that. There are some other teams that didn't need that. But that's going to keep the things very interesting in the last round of the season. Just as we like there in the ZFL.
Defiant sustained as many armor breaks as the Tall Lithanel Rangers. That tells you how badly that went. Just a horrible day at the office for Defiant, and the hope for Mazzoli is that this isn't going to be the beginning of a downturn in the team's form. They are a very streaky team, historically, Defiant. Once they start getting wins, they'll rack up a bunch of them in a row. Once they start losing, they can get into a habit of that as well. They face the Red Squigs in their final game of the season as they try to qualify for the Blood Bowl. Remember, the top 3 will make it to that. But an unbelievable day for Sartosa on, what's that, 14, 17, 22 SPP. And the only casualty coming out of Vinnskor Defiant was from Jack Oberwald. Yeah, good day for the Quetzalquicks with those results, but the Quicks face the Enchanters this week, so that's not an easy game for them. Defiant failed all 7 KO recoveries. 0 for 7 on KO recoveries.
Not bad. 0 for 1 in loner. 1 for 6 in catching the ball. And the armor value break was not amazing. Animal Savagery was also very bad. But admittedly, Nash was kind of alone for most of the game. I was a trap blitz. It feels like it was a trap blitz.
Just a bad day all round for Vinnskor Defiant there, who barely got to throw any blocks at all. Well, they'll dust themselves down. They face the Red Squigs in their final game. That will be a fairly tough ask for them as well.
Wait. That puts the Rangers, no, still not, into Blood Bowl, Super Bowl thing.
Well, we will. We're
Defiant.
gonna have a look at the league table now. With half of round 10 played, your league table looks like this. I promise you, it is not scripted. We don't really have much to focus on at the top of the table. It's still the Celtics from the Enchanters. The Tall Lithanel Celtics, remember, could win their second Elite Division Championship in next week's show. If they win against bottom side Royal Santa Margarita and the Enchanters fail to win against the Quetzalquicks. We will find all of that out in next week's show. But Defiant have missed a chance to move into the top 3, as have the Tall Lithanel Rangers, who move on to 15 points. So both those teams missing the chance to go ahead of the Quetzalquicks. The Boozers are up to 6th, and they are safe. The Mavericks are on 12. They are technically not safe points-wise, but their touchdown difference is so much better than everyone else that the Mavericks will be fine. The Bilbali Desperados are not safe either, though they have a game. They face the Mavericks this week, and then they face the Deckhands in their final game. So the Desperados are not out of the woods yet. Bozos on 9, touchdown difference of -6. White Peak Red Squigs on 9, touchdown difference of -6. Sartosa Deckhands on 9, touchdown difference of -7. The Royals have a game in hand. They can go to 6 points, and if they beat the Celtics, the Royals are not relegated yet. But it has to be 2 wins and relying on other results for the Royals. They face the Celtics and the Bozos in their last 2 games. Deckhands' last game is against the Desperados. The Red Squigs face Defiant. The Bozos face the Royals down there. I think the Rangers and the Boozers face each other, and it's the Mavericks against the Quicks. And of course we know that the Celtics and the Enchanters face each other in the final game of the season. If you had to pick which two teams are going down right now, Viking Cop, which two would you pick?
Any two teams but the Desperados. It's rough. So the Royals have probably the worst prospect of them all, not only because of the points but also because of the pairings. If they do the miracle, I would say the Bozos are in a tight spot.
I think if the Royals do the miracle, then the Bozos are almost certainly down.
If the Royals make one miracle, they will make a second miracle for sure. The Deckhands I would not count out. They will be facing the Desperados. Both teams trying to avoid relegation by all costs. I don't know. And I wouldn't discard yet the Red Squigs, considering the two performances giving them 1 point out of 6 in their new Amazon shape.
No, I think the Red Squigs will be okay. They face Defiant, and I think right now Defiant are just not at a good ebb. They are a fairly battered and bruised Chaos Renegades team that at the moment don't have a bench. They might need to go and try and find some academy players or something ahead of that final game just to stock up on the bench. Because the Red Squigs are going to just rip them apart. There's barely any tackle. They're going to be so reliant on Jack Oberwald. And you don't want to be reliant on Jack Oberwald.
Yeah, but you remember, just before this game, we were just praising the streak of the Defiant on the last 5 games. And now it's all falling apart after a single loss. So I'm not sure. But I would say that the Bozos have a hard call here. Even if playing the last round against the Royals. If the Royals lose against the Celtics, they are out. But they will not want to go down without a fight.
I'm looking at the Desperados, you know. And I'm thinking,
I'm looking at them too.
If they don't beat the Mavericks, which we'll see, that'll be the opening game of next week's show. But if the Desperados don't win that game, I can see the Bozos winning. I can see the Red Squigs winning. And then if the Desperados lose to the Deckhands, they will be down. But if they beat the Mavericks, they'll be fine.
Problem. That's a problem. That's a problem for them. Oh, so tense.
I don't know how much the Desperados do benefit from a tie. A tie doesn't really, because they're touchdown difference, a tie doesn't really make any difference to them compared to being on 10 points.
1 point, 2 points means nothing when the win is 3 points. That makes no difference.
Exactly, because if they're on 11, if any of the Bozos, Red Squigs, or Deckhands tie their last game, then the Desperados are safe anyway because their touchdown difference is better.
There are 5 teams. 5 teams who could get relegated.